All right, Tanzanites. I know you're going to get me. It's been a minute, June 22nd, and I said I was going to do better. Well, in order to reward you for having to wait, I have a special guest here tonight who's going to help me out. He's going to be my first guest, and I'm getting into guesting and having people with me talking because I realized listening back to my previous audios, I've been a little morbid, right? So you'll get to see a different side of my personality tonight. And that is the interviewer or the one who asks questions. I don't know what we want to call it, but what we're going to talk about tonight is how to help someone that has lost someone. And it's unfortunate but fortunate that my guest here has had a recent loss. And the question that he asked me today was, how do you help someone who has suffered such a great loss? So, what I'm going to allow him to do is pick my brain because you all know I've suffered some great losses. So, without further ado, I'm going to let this young man introduce
Young.
himself.
Okay, all right. I'll take young.
Because we have lived more years than we have left, right?
Yes,
I
definitely,
said it
definitely
wasn't going to be
that.
morbid. Kenneth, stop agreeing with me.
But hey, reality. Sometimes it sucks, but you need it every now and again.
All right. So, what I believe in is allowing someone to toot their own horn. You know, I could tell you certain things about him, but I want him to just introduce himself and tell us what he's got going on, who he is, and, all that good stuff.
So, of course, first and foremost, thank you so much for allowing me to be on your show, especially a place that is near and dear to your heart. You don't let a lot of people in here. So,
For
just
sure.
that alone, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
But
welcome.
of course, my name is Ken. I have a podcast called Ken's Questions, where each episode has never been like one previous. In anything I've ever done, it's always a separate question. Um, but of course, I sought you for this question, of course, dealing with death. So that's why I sought you for that. And I thank you for allowing me to come in and deal with that subject. But also, I have another podcast. It's called Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. It is very male focused. That's why I continue to do my show where I could be across from. Yeah,
Oh.
yes. we have yet to, we will we it was not my way of handling things, but
But it's very
it's
needed.
it's needed.
Yeah. I
So
love that.
we with it being three of us, if two agree, that's what it is. And if two said we ain't gonna have no women. So that's why, of course, I always said I was gonna keep my show, but I get to then talk about what I want to talk about and do what I want to do. So of course, Ken's Questions is what you can find me on YouTube. Ken's Questions on Facebook. Ken's Questions on Instagram. So yeah, definitely.
So let me explain to those that have asked to be on the show already, and to those who I've said I was going to interview. If you're listening to this right now, Kenna, I could call him Kenna.
You can call me Ken's
Ken
too.
and I went to high school together. We have not seen each other since graduation,
Since 1991.
1991.
Also, can I add that friendships develop sometimes out of necessity.
Mm.
We weren't
Yeah.
buddy in high school. We
Right.
weren't. We ran in
Right.
different circles.
Correct.
We crossed paths with
Mhm.
different friends, but
Mhm.
we were not.
Facts.
Yeah, we just weren't
I
like
didn't think we
that.
probably had any classes together.
No,
That's right.
no.
Right.
So
So
that
that makes it even more amazing.
yes,
Oh my gosh.
yes.
You're absolutely correct. So
hmm
we're from the same hometown, and Ken happened to have his family reunion here in Jacksonville. But let me go back. That's not why we're having this show. Ken has been asking me to be on his show. I just count back 4 years because
Yeah.
I remember the last text was 2021. But I feel like it's been longer than that. But he has been a staple in my corner just because. He said that friendships develop out of necessity, and God saw fit for social media to touch Ken in a way that he needed to say that to me. He
Mm-hmm.
needed to reach out to me and let me know how he felt about my journey.
Yep.
And sometimes God blesses us with that little nugget of reassurance that you're making the right decision. I want to tell you that lots of times my first podcast was, what would it even matter?
Right.
You know, and to know that it mattered to you.
Yeah.
And we're here now.
Absolutely.
So I did Ken's show earlier, and I've been wanting to talk about this because I have had several people reach out to me to say, how do I help someone who's lost one? What do I say? What do I not say? Or why is this person angry with me when I was only trying to help? So I agreed to get in the hot seat and let Ken pick my brain because he has suffered a measurable loss as well recently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just to kind of give some background, just a little bit, I lost my nephew who had just turned 18 and was killed a week later. Dealing with that type of shock is just unmeasurable. You get that phone call, and no, in this case, my sister told me directly. It wasn't a phone call. Because we're in a society where now you get a text message.
Or you see it on social media before the family's even notified.
I must admit, I've had to kind of calm my nerves when it comes to the way you receive notification, because we are in such a digital society. You got to forgive people. You got whatever way you get it is the way you get it now. I can't imagine sitting down, calling, right,
calling, like back in the day.
calling, and you just do. My birthday recently passed. I did one post. It was on Facebook and Instagram. I said thank you to everybody because I knew how long it would take for me to individually get back to answering
everybody.
People. And I'm still
saying
not
thank
done.
You. Right.
I'm still not done. My birthday was July 13th. I still ain't
happy
finished.
Belated birthday.
Thank
did
you.
I say happy birthday?
I don't know. Because I haven't finished, between my birthday and family reunion and, things like that. So, and I just had a lot of stuff going on. So that's why I even made that post because I knew what was going to happen. I knew people was like, oh, you too good to say thank you for your little funky birthday. So, just that.
Right.
But, back to the topic at hand. When news is delivered like that and you don't know what to do. Do you? So in this case, we found out first, which was worse. We found out before his daddy did, and all I could tell you is I went to his house. I didn't call. I rang the doorbell. I looked him dead in his face, and I told him that his son had been killed.
Oh my God, you had to deliver the news? I didn't know that.
I delivered the news.
No.
Yes. It was me. Because either he wasn't available, he wasn't answering his phone. I don't know why. But my sister said, go over there, go get him. And I went immediately, and I told him.
Oh my
I didn't want it to be, I pick you up, hey, just come with me. That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not you. Yeah. That's not something you hold on to. That's not something you save. So That's another part of it that
Mm-hmm.
really wrecked me. Really, delivering that type of news
Mm.
that your baby gone, you know,
Listen, you know I know.
and I like I said, that's why I sought. That's why when you have someone that has experienced tragedy, um, I hate that that's your expertise, but I'm happy that that's your expertise and how you've leaned into it and how you've basically made it a part of your life now. You know, it's like, hey, it is okay to live. It
Mm.
is okay to grieve.
Mm.
People don't want you to grieve.
Right.
They don't want you to grieve.
Mm-mm.
You just okay, just go ahead and move on now. Okay,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
been long enough.
We don't have time now. All right,
Mm-hmm.
time heals all wounds.
They wouldn't want you to be acting like that. Ugh.
But you damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
Yeah, for sure.
Because how long you been in that bed? What you mean you going to Vegas?
Right. Exactly. There's not a win-win situation
No,
when it comes to grieving.
no,
There's not a time frame. There is not a method
no.
or methodology. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and we are groomed to believe certain things, you know. Um, it's called hindering beliefs. That's
Mm,
the thing that I know we grew up with. We don't know any better. We don't mean any harm. It's just what we believe.
mm.
We do what we believe is right. We do it out of love. We do it out of caring that
Right.
it could wound the person further. And that's the hardest part when you're trying to take care of a loved one, when you're trying to help them and do what you think is best for them when we really don't know, what's best for the other person. That person doesn't even know,
Right.
and they could know what it is today and not be what they need tomorrow. It may not be what they need in the next hour. You know, when someone dies, we're taken advantage of in so many ways. First, by the funeral homes, let's be clear.
What?
The cost.
Preach. Preach. It's ridiculous.
So, when a parent loses a child, it's not like picking out school clothes or their first car or their helping them plan their wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You are purchasing the last thing you'll ever get to purchase for this child.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to skimp on it, and you don't want to put this money in the ground. You know, so there's so many thoughts going through a person's head. I just wish there was a funeral planner. You know how we have a birthday planner?
You can be a funeral planner.
Ooh. Someone asked me to be a liaison for when someone
Like
gets
a doula.
killed. Man, I thinking about funeral planner. Let's postmark this show for somebody steals my idea. I'm sure it's out there. Somebody probably does it already, but
Yeah.
I think it should be a thing.
Yeah.
Where someone who's not involved, who's not emotionally involved,
That part.
can say, "Hey, here's my budget. Make it work."
Yep.
Is what we do with any other celebratory thing.
Yep.
There's a budget, and we don't have to go above and beyond to put all this money in the ground.
I'll go to GoFundMe.
Well,
I'll pass the plate around.
well, you know, I'm not opposed to that
I'm not either.
for people who haven't planned properly.
Because it's hard to.
Well, I mean, for a child, you just don't plan their funeral. You don't. I keep life insurance now for my other daughter because my other child died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think I happened to have it through my job, and it was, a little, or or nothing to pay for. But I never thought I would use it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for a child, we just had a family here of 7, and the mom was killed in a car accident. So
Oof.
they were not only, the GoFundMe was to help the 7 children to live. So I'm not totally opposed to it.
Yeah, no,
I'm not.
I,
I'm
I
not.
say it, but
But I get it.
we have to have the conversation
Yeah.
because I have life insurance on my son.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
that these are things that are reality.
Yeah.
What was it? The Gerber life insurance. You see the baby on there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put life insurance on my.
I always thought that was a college fund.
No, it's a Gerber life insurance as well.
Anyways.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is
It
something
is.
that we must endure.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
I mean, it's a part of life, but it isn't
Right.
when it's a kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, ask away.
um, my angle is adjacent grief.
That's good.
How not to feel like you're stepping on the parent's toes when it's not your baby.
I think recognizing that it's painful for you as well, accepting that it is your bloodline as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's a literal stepping on toes, and there's a one that is metaphorical. Let's look at it like that. So
Okay.
you have some people gonna holler louder than you for your child at the funeral.
Yes.
That's literally. Metaphorically is, I know, you sad, I'm sad too. You know what I'm saying? I know that was your son, but that was my nephew.
Mm.
So it's about how you express it. You can feel it.
Right.
It's about not burdening the person who had the actual loss. Express it to your therapist.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Some people want you to know they're hurting too, for sympathy, and they don't even know what they're doing. I've had people to have met my son once and say, "I miss Jacoby." It annoys me to the high heavens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but he was a baby. You seen him once. Don't say that to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, even somebody who has seen him every day of their life, that's still my baby. You know what I'm saying? One of his best friends called me for weeks on weeks on weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She loved him. She did. Her kids loved him. And she was hollering and screaming how she couldn't go on with life without him. And that was so hard for me. But after a while, I had to keep what I had for myself. So I want to tell people with adjacent grief, you are very well, it is yours. You can own it. You can feel it. Do not burden the person to make them know you're just as sad.
Right.
It doesn't make us feel better,
Right.
especially if we want to take care of you too. Now we've gone from addressing our own grief to trying to address yours. So take the adjacent grief somewhere else from
Right.
the person directly impacted with it. Maybe another uncle you can find in the community. Y'all could have a group questioning on your show. Find an uncle that has lost someone too, and that can relate. And then you have an uncles group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Find an auntie that can do aunties and uncles. Find someone else to basically, I call it dump on.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, you're trauma dumping on the person that's barely surviving.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you cannot step on the person's toes, in this case, your brother, if you're grieving just as well. Now, do you feel you need to let him know you're just as sad?
No.
Okay, good.
I feel that's assumed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to remind you of my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it's not my place.
Right.
something else I was just thinking about. Uh, I do photography as well. That's why I was here.
Hey, she
I did
brought your
I did
camera.
I did photography for my family union. Um, but I also did the photography at the funeral. And when I tell you the hardest edits I ever had to do in my life was editing that funeral. Um,
That's good. I never thought. I really wish I had some photos. I mean, some people may not want to be reminded, but he had a kid, and I have no pictures. You know, I'm
the
sure people took photos, but
the reason why I bring it up is because because it was so hard, and that was part of my grief. Um, I didn't feel like it was a replay because even though it was hard to edit, the smiles, the hugs, the emotions that I was able to capture during those moments was beyond compare. I was so happy that, because initially my sister asked me to do it, and when you think about it, it's like, no, man,
mm-hmm.
I don't want to be all in people's face.
Yeah, it's hard.
But I then remember, like I told you earlier, about my mama party.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
a celebration.
It's a celebration.
As sad as it is.
Please don't say that to nobody
I
during the
no
time.
this me.
This
me.
no, I'm saying during the time. I'm just
No,
letting my
no.
listeners know.
Oh yeah. Please don't.
Please don't
No.
tell nobody it's a
No.
celebration of life,
No.
especially a parent that has lost a child.
Yes.
They do not want to celebrate
No.
that as a life when their child has died.
Not at all. But that's what helped me, and that's what helped me take those photos. Um, the Of course, nothing took place inside. I didn't take a single photo inside.
Oh, okay.
Everything was outside and
Yeah.
at the repast. Um, because now you don't want to capture grief. You don't want to capture pain. You don't want I'm and anything that I felt was too, like I took a picture of my nephew hugging my brother. Um, I didn't use that photo.
So another thing I want to tell you is, that's such a great question, adjacent grief. I'm going to start using that because that's exactly what it is. Is not to say to people, he's in a better place. God knew best. He only takes our best ones. Oh, God, that is the worst. At least anything after that. Don't say at least nothing.
Okay.
At least you got a kid. Some people can't have kids. I've heard it all. At least you had them for 22 years. At least you had a grandkid. Please, please, please stop feeding people to death when people die. Stop dropping off all that food on their home. I don't know who started that, but now the person is stuck with all this food.
Then they gotta
I guess it's for other people that are visiting.
Yeah.
But let them bring their own food or ask what's needed, or make sure the person who's eating the food likes what's being sent over. You know what I'm saying? Just don't make your favorite,
right.
And burden them with all this food. Check at their house first and see what's needed. They may need somebody to clean their toilets.
Yeah.
They may need somebody to cut their grass.
Mm-hmm.
They may need somebody to wash their car, even though they're not going anywhere. They got to go to the funeral home, may not want a dirty car. I have such a long list of things that people can do instead of the traditional things that people have been taught to do when somebody dies. Don't ask them about finances unless you're going to contribute. Please. Whatever you do, let's not care who's paying for the repast unless you're going to pay. And let's not care if it's paid. If you want to give them the money anyways, give them the money. Don't make it a burden on them to calculate what else they need in order to get back with you with a number. They don't know. Stop bothering people when they die. Stop sitting around their house. if they don't like a whole bunch of people?
No.
Come on, I had a house full of people I had to host.
Oh.
Think about it.
I never thought
They
about
could.
that.
I wanted to cry. I had all of, and I love them all.
Oh.
I love them all, but I had 10 women in here, and then one came that they didn't like, and then they didn't care to not cause drama during that time. Think about the person that's grieving. I had one that said, I want to stay now. But I had one that was already staying. I said, you guys stagger it, because once it's over and everybody's going to be gone, I'm going to need you. Never circle back. I had somebody to offer money, never gave the money. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that people don't remember what's happening around them when they're going through these things as well. Don't expect the same friendship, the same anything from that person that is suffering at that time. Just don't have any expectations. That is my nuggets to the world, my book in my mind. I'm going to write probably 10 pages of don't. Yes. How can you help that person when you know their personality, when they don't like to be touched, when they don't like to talk, when they just pray for them. To ask God to give you a discerning spirit on what to do for your loved one. Period. If you believe in God, and everybody can hear from God. Yes. You understand? Everybody. If you in tune to that while you're grieving as well, it's hard sometimes because you just want them to be better. You just want them to feel better. But just have a discerning spirit about it, and don't punish them for what they want to do or how they want to do it. Don't argue with them. Don't debate with them. Say, okay, and go and pray for God to change their minds, because you can't. Right. Because they're grieving. They're an adult. They're hurting. It's so many layers to this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make sure they have their medications. Yeah. Make sure they're keeping up with their doctor appointments. Yeah. You know, ask them if they want to, if you want to let me take over your calendar for a little while. You know, have a specific list of what you can offer, what you can do. Hey, I can make you some noodles today. That's my specialty. You want noodles? No. All right. You know, let me know when you know, no. Don't say let me know when you need it or when you make sure you kind of circle back. You know what I'm saying? Checking in. You want those noodles today? If not, no big deal, no worry. I just want you to know I love you. Texting is so easy and so simple. Some people get offended by that. Yeah. So you may want to call. If they don't answer, then text. Maybe leave them a voicemail to listen to later. Make it not morbid. Oh, God, I know you're going through. No, listen. I'm just checking on you because I love you. I remember you, big head. I remember you, you know what I'm saying? I remember you ashy knees, looking like Mr. Brown over there. I know you hurting, but I love you, friend. I'm here. And don't, and if they can't take a joke, if they get mad, they may listen to it later, but just try different avenues of things. It's no one way of what we believe to help people that are grieving. There's some people that want to go to counseling. There's some people who do not. Right. There's some people that counseling helps them. Some people it makes it worse for them. You know what I'm saying? So just be there for them as much as you can, and be honest with how much you can be there. Yeah. That open-ended stuff, if you need anything, let me know. Don't do that.
Because you might not be able to provide what they need.
Right. I might need a mortgage payment.
Yeah.
I might need a new car. You know? You know? So, yeah. So, Tanzanites, you know, I don't try to talk long, and Ken can talk long.
A long time. A real long time.
And I can too. So, Ken, I hope that helps you.
It does.
I'm so glad that you stopped by. Look, literally, because he's headed back to Palm Beach tonight. I'm so glad that you believed in me, and I'm so proud of me. Yes. I'm so proud of you, and I thank you for encouraging me. Again, it's okay to live. Absolutely. It encompasses so many things now. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And now, for you, every time somebody repeats it back to me, you don't know what that does to my soul. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, I'm leaving a legacy in this world. You'll be able to say that to your brother soon. Yeah. When he wants to go out and do something and he's feeling bad, you can say, "Bruh, it's okay to live." I
Absolutely.
just want to run around the studio. Okay, I'm gonna have a studio one day. I'm in my living room right now. Tanzanites, I am so grateful for you. I'm going to let you go. This is the beginning. This probably should be season 2, but we're going to end season 1 with this episode. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you guys soon.